I was not looking forward to this, good viewers, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people from planet Earth, or Saturn, or Uranus, or whatever. Today's topic is going to be possibly one of the worst heels, if not the worst heel ever. You know how in some wrestling we have horrible heels? Well, this could be contender for the worst heel of all time, Michael Cole. If you guys don't know, Michael Cole is a commentator. From WWE. He's been commentating since 1999 and has been really, really good until 2010, where they turned him heel, and when Vince McMahon was starting to be more scripted with the commentators, where they had to make the commentators be more. And Michael Cole was a heel from 2010 to 2012. And we're going to talk about this right about now. I'm going to say this. So, how did Michael Cole turn heel? Well, it all started in NXT when it was just a crappy reality wrestling show. In its first season. So, to be honestly fair, what really happened? Well, let's do this, true believers. Is that Michael Cole? Well, he didn't like a certain wrestler named Daniel Bryan. He picked on him and thought he was no use and talented. And this sparks Michael Cole's heel turn. After this, Daniel Bryan would try to beat him up beat Cole up at a night in NXT. Where Cole had to get security. And this started this piece of crap heel turn that nobody wanted, nobody asked for, and it was only there to show that Vince McMahon sucks at writing heels sometimes. And Michael Cole, and I'm going to say this, Michael Cole, to me, is the worst heel character I have ever heard in my life. He is, without a doubt, the worst heel ever. He is worse than Stone Cold Steve Austin in 2001 and Bill Goldberg in 2000. Okay, with Stone Cold, at least he wanted to change up his character. Even though his heel character wasn't good, at least he tried to be entertaining. Yes, there were moments like the petition to not wrestle Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit at King of the Ring 2001. But at least Austin was trying. Bill Goldberg has more of a legit reason. He was turned heel because it was once one of Vince Russo's ideas. So at least he has sort of the it's not my fault, it's Vince Russo's fault idea. But Cole, there is nothing entertaining about him. Michael Cole is irritating, annoying as hell, and I just So what makes Michael Cole possibly the worst heel ever? Well, you're going to find out, kids. You're going to find out. Okay, so let's talk about the extremely dumb stuff, his feud with Jerry Lawler. Michael Cole stopped Jerry from beating The Miz to get the number one contendership, which lead to this piece of crap feud. Michael couldn't trust Jerry, and Michael had to make himself a little box so that way Jerry doesn't attack him, showing that Michael Cole's heel character, is a punk ass bitch. And then they had to make Jack Swagger sort of his sidekick, which is another good example of WWE wasting Jack Swagger instead of putting him in a legit feud. Then Michael Cole had to insult Jerry Lawler, which was fucking annoying. Sorry for my language. Then WWE, because they like to put drama and like to want to insult people and like to bring up dead relatives that are none of the WWE business, the WWE had to tell Michael, mention Jerry the King Lawler's dying mother. And, well, maybe in real life they had to say that, but guess what? It was really not comfortable, and it was really just shows that Michael Cole is just one of those heel characters. Sorry, I had the whistle. Then it led to this piece of shit. Sorry for my language. We're going to talk about probably the worst match I have ever seen in my life. Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler. Sorry, I got angry. I'm sorry. I hate this match. It is without a doubt the worst match of all time. I have found a match worse than Al Snow versus Big and the Kendall from Hell match at Unforgiving 1999. I have found something worse. I mean, worse than Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior 2, the WCW Halloween Havoc match. This match. This match is painful. It is the worst match I could have ever saw in my life. This match is an example of how much wrestling gets made fun of, and I'm going to explain why. This match was 14 minutes, but if you count the stupid-ass sketches and just Stone Cold and all the other stuff, it's 30 minutes! 30 minutes! Now, which in, you know how there's dog years? Well, in wrestling years, it's 20. No. In wrestling years, it's an hour. And to flip everybody off because this match was stupid, you know what this match is? It's every dumb sketch, PG era sketch, all turned into one thing. Turn into this match. This match isn't a match, it's a sketch. This is what people that hate wrestling would do. I feel bad for everybody at Atlanta to watch this match. I want to give everybody a hug and I'm sorry about this match. I'm sorry about this, man. I'm sorry about this match. Man, and want to know something that piles this? The inaugural Raw GM made Michael Cole the winner because of Stone Cold's bias as a ref. Great. You know what this match is called? It's called Let's Piss Off Everybody Day. You know what I would have done? I would have even done this feud. I would have rather replaced this match with, let's say, Jack Swagger versus Yoshi Hatsu in a 30-minute Iron Man match. In fact, if that match was real, it would have stolen the show. Next to Undertaker versus Triple H, CM Punk versus Randy Orton, and Edge versus Alberto Del Rio. But you get what I mean. So that's what we need in it. Vindicated heel Michael Cole. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I just really hate this heel turn. Earn. Here are other things that I hated. I hate when he insults Daniel Bryan as a heel. Oh God, I hate when he does that. And I get it that they're trying to make Michael hate, but every time Daniel Bryan goes up, he calls him, look, it's a nerd. Every time. It's so. And I get the feud. Daniel Bryan got angry at Michael Cole and attacked him. But guess what? Guess what? It doesn't translate well. Well, I get that we're trying to make Daniel Bryan an underdog, but guess what? This is not how you do. Having this annoying piece of shit and say every time, oh look, it's a nerd. Oh, it's his nerd music. Music is like Illy. Every time he says, I just wanted to get the nearest gun and kill myself. Now, granted, I would not commit suicide because of heel Michael Cole, but you know what? It's better than listening to him. Sorry. And then when Michael Cole does his cash-in idea, when Daniel Bryan wins the 2011 Money in the Bank, he says it's a fluke. Luke, even though he commentated that Daniel Bryan won, he commentated on Money in the Bank 2011. And says, what you did was a fluke. Really? Really, Michael? Oh, wait, that's right. Maybe you should get your punk-ass, bitch-ass on that ring and try to get the bank. How would you like it? And then, to add insult to injury, sorry, I repeat myself. To add insult to injury. Daniel Bryan, when he tries to cash in the bank, he says, okay, to be this, Daniel Bryan said he was going to cash in the Money in Bank at WrestleMania 28. But here's what happened. Things changed, and he decided that, what the Money in Briefcase winner says, how about not in WrestleMania, but how about in every moment for now? And guess what? He tried to cash in on the Money in the Bank, and when Mark Henry was knocked out. And when Daniel Bryan thought he won the World Heavyweight Champion, he comes to Michael Cole's face, and Michael Cole says possibly the most annoying, one of his most annoying, if not his most annoying catchphrase, you're a hypocrite! Now, Daniel Bryan didn't win the SmackDown, but was legally unfair by Teddy Long. And then he keeps using the hypocrite of the year. Hypocrite. Okay, you know what, Michael? Here's what you should do. You know what? If you were smart, which you're not, if you had a Money in the Bank, you would try to use other tactics other than cashing in at a pay-per-view. God, it's like Michael Cole lives in his own dumbass world. Well, not like his heel character lives in another world where everything needs to be done in a way, otherwise he's gonna bitch and moan and act like a little child. It's like this all the time during this heel run, and I hate it. I freaking hate it. And guess what? When Daniel Bryan wins it, he still calls him a hypocrite, right? And insults him. You know what, dude? Screw you. The only time Michael Cole likes Daniel Bryan is when he turned heel in 2012. Oh, now you like the guy, huh? Took you long enough. Up. I don't even understand why they do this. God, dude, this is the most annoying thing in the world right now. Stupid, man. Then we have to talk about his fangasms over The Miz. He started becoming a fan of The Miz since The Miz won the 2010 Money in the Bank for the Raw brand to win the WWE title. And this was possibly one of the most annoying things ever. Now, I get it. Heel commentators need to stick with heels. That's been the rule of wrestling since a long time. I get that. But when Michael Cole sucks up to The Miz, it is like watching a kid or a child gasping over their favorite wrestler. And it's not done in a cute or charming way. It's done in an annoying, insulting way. It's like this is how Vince McMahon thinks how all fans act like. Like, every time he worships The Miz, makes excuses for The Miz. Always does this, always does that, saying The Miz is the most watched WWE champion of all time. I was like, God, just be The Miz's manager, dude. That's what they should have done. But no, this thing is a lot similar when Jerry Lawler, back in 1997, when his son, Grandmaster Sexy, a.k.a. Bryan Christopher, a.k.a. Bryan Lawler, debuted for the light heavyweight division and tried to get the light heavyweight title. Jerry was, sucking up to the guy, but it made sense because it's his son. Plus, at least Jerry, the King Lawler, did it in a way that was actually likable and charming. This isn't likable. This is just so annoying. Wait, it's like he's sucking the Miz's penis, man. It is every time. It's always him defending the Miz, It's like, well, he's the most watched WWE champion of all time. There were times where I said to heel Michael Cole, my God, Mark Madden from WCW was a better commentator. At least Mark tried. Heel Michael Cole, he tries but fails. Mark Madden, okay, I don't think he's a bad guy, just not a good commentator at all. But at least you can make the argument that the reason why he was bad could be that he was, like, let's say in the WCW Vince Russo era. I'm sorry, it's just I can't believe I complimented Mark Madden. And Mark, if you're watching this, you're not a bad guy, just not a good announcer. Just saying. Illy. Oh, here's the worst part. When Alex Riley, when he was the Miz's like best friend / bitch, guess what? He finally stood up to the Miz and beat the shit out of him for abusing him, for treating him like crap. And Alex, to me, stood up for himself. Well, guess what heel Michael Cole does? Oh, you're gonna like this. He says that Michael Cole, that Alex Riley betrayed the Miz, and that he backstabbed the Miz. I was face-palming a lot by this because this is probably the dumbest example of favoritism I have ever seen from a heel announcer. Really, Michael? Really? You're going to be... How is standing up to somebody the same thing as betraying them or backstabbing? I mean, this is so stupid. And you're stupid. No, not you guys. Heel Michael Cole. And your face is stupid. Sorry. Ari. You gotta be kidding me. Me. I bet you heel Michael Cole never stood up to anybody. Always sucked ass and sucked penises. For a living. Ugh. Okay. Oh, hey. Okay. Then, probably the worst example of Michael Cole's, and this kind of ruined Michael Cole's announcing. He would start talking more about the wrestler's personality, what he likes about them, what he hates about the babyface. Hey, Ace, he talked more about that than calling the match, fighting with Jerry Lawler, fighting with Jim Ross. By the way, he had a feud with him, and it was nothing but shows that Michael Cole sucks as a heel. I get it, heels are disrespectful, but heel Michael Cole sucks at being a disrespectful character. Probably the worst example of Michael Cole's annoying, probably his worst announcing as a heel was the night after WWE TLC 2011. He went on a roll with CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Zack Ryder, which I'll get to. He calls Zack Ryder a goof, says that, him winning the U.S. title is a fluke, he's a goofball, insulting his dad. Then he does the typical Daniel Bryan stuff by calling him a hypocrite, a nerd, and all that stuff. And he calls CM Punk a bum insulting him, saying, "Hey, these guys are like the Three Stooges, Larry, Curly, and Moe." Instead just complimenting Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and Alberto Del Rio. Every time Michael Cole talked, it was like, I wanted to punch this guy, but I can't because I'll get arrested. And then he insults Zack Ryder by calling him a goof and saying, well, he never earned those championships. He's a goof, Well, guess what, Michael? That goof at least has an awesome YouTube show. At least he's earned everybody's respect while you're still being booed from arenas even after your heel turn. Yeah, Michael Cole has still have gotten boos. Who's that? And I'm going to say this. I do not hate Michael Cole as a person, and I don't hate him as a commentator, but that heel run sucks, and it has ruined his career a little bit. In fact, a lot. And I get that they were trying to do what they did with Jonathan Coachman. WWE was trying to do this with Michael Cole like they did with Jonathan Coachman. But here's the thing. At least Coachman was actually entertaining. At least he was having fun. At least he got training. At least it helped Jonathan Coachman. It helped Coach gain some respect to us from the fans. But no, this did not work with Michael Cole as a heel. And one of my friends mentioned this, and I'm going to mention this. The difference between Michael Cole in a regular episode of Raw nowadays and when he's part of an NXT show or an NXT UK show or any like special thing by Triple H, you can tell that Michael is being himself and doing his job, while in WWE they have to make him play a stupid character. That's it. And I blame this stupid heel turn on one guy, Vince McMahon. And he came up with the idea. He writes most of the stuff in the WWE writers as well. Hell, I bet you $1 million that Michael didn't want to do this, either because he doesn't know how to play a heel or something. But Vince was like, no, you're gonna do this heel, and Michael was like, no, I don't want to do this. And I bet Vince McMahon was either going to suspend Michael Cole or fine him $2,000 or money until Michael agrees to be the heel character. Because we can all agree that Vince McMahon has suspended people before. He has suspended people for stupid reasons. Remember Titus O'Neil in 2016? Remember that? I bet he would have suspended or fined Michael because he didn't want to agree with his idea. Or anything. Hell, because the heel turn was so bad, I bet you Vince McMahon does not own up to this, because when Vince McMahon, to all the viewers or wrestling fans, has Vince McMahon ever apologized or owned up to anything? Nothing at all. And I bet he won't say. I bet he would not take responsibility for the dumb heel turn of Michael Cole. He would say, well, it's Michael Cole's fault for being a bad heel because it's his fault. He's the heel. No, dude, it's your fault. You know why? Because you're the one who turned him heel. You're the one who writes his crap. I bet you this is one of the many bad ideas that Vince McMahon has done and instead of taking criticism, he just ignores it and says, no, it was a good idea, or blames it on the person and not himself. I mean, think about it. Vince McMahon has done a lot of dumb things, especially in 2008 when he named the Women's Royal Rumble after Fabius Moolah, even though Fabius Moolah has a history of being a horrible person. And I bet Vince McMahon never owns up saying, it's not my fault, McMahon is the type of guy that never takes responsibility and never apologizes. And I bet he will never say, hey, turning Michael Cole heel was a terrible idea, even though it has ruined his career. Hell, I bet Vince McMahon does the same thing when people criticize him about the invasion angle back in WWF during 2001. And I'm gonna tell you this about Michael Cole. Well, I do not hate him. I bet he's a nice guy. But I think that maybe Triple H should at least keep Michael Cole in his shows, because that's the only time Michael Cole has ever become a good announcer for a while. Let Triple H keep Michael Cole. And Mauro Ronaldo. Take them. Because Vince McMahon will just ruin him, like he has done. So I let off some steam, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry if this was angry, but I promise you guys that everything's fine and cool. So if you guys like this podcast, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. Just see you, ladies and gentlemen. See you all later. This is Kyle Krueger signing out.